Hi everyone, welcome to another video. About a week ago, Peter McKinnon posted a video on how to create a looping background in After Effects. For those of us that use Final Cut, I figured there's probably some sort of easy way to do it in Final Cut. So with that being said, let's get into it, showing you how to create a looping background in Final Cut. So what we want to do first is take your logo or whatever you want to loop and drag it down into your project or your timeline. So the next thing that we do to create multiple logos is super easy. You go over to your effects, go down to tiling, and drag the tile effect over onto the logo, and immediately right there it is. And then you can change your amount right here, so you can start creating it smaller. Depends on how you want to customize it. So to fill our screen, we just scale it out a little bit, fill it up. Let's change our view to 50%. So we scale it out, and our logo is getting larger, so then we just create more amount, so then it'll create more logos. Alright, so now to animate this, I'm going to go ahead and delete this other one. And if you go up to view, let's add the show horizon. It helps to kind of see where on the logo we want to drag to for the animating. So go to the very beginning of the clip, add a position keyframe under the transform area, and go all the way to the end of the clip. And we're going to just change our position of the logo, one logo in the rows. So let's drag the logo down until the center point is about the same spot as it was on the other one. And to check how well it is looped, just copy the first clip and paste it next to it. And then we can see there's a completely smooth transition between the two clips, and there's your looping background. So you can see it's going pretty slow. It has a really nice speed, and that speed will be affected by how long you make your first clip and the keyframe, but don't worry about that. We can change the speed later here also along with the tilt. So the next thing you want to do is create a new compound clip. Select those clips, create a new compound clip. So we have one clip right here. The next thing we can do is adjust our speed. Now one thing you can notice right there is there's an automatic fade in and out of the keyframe. I don't know if you noticed that. There's an automatic fade of that keyframe there between the two clips. I'm not sure how to change that automatic fade, but for the speed I want the scrolling to be, once I put it back to the normal speed I had in the beginning, it doesn't really bother me any, and it's going slow enough to where it really won't be noticeable. So the only thing we have left is to change the rotation, and that is simply just clicking this little rotating knob, turning it a little bit, and then we're good to go with that. As you can see here, it's doing the scroll. Now the only thing that is different in this compared to the way Peter McKinnon did his is the logos are not offset side to side how he did it. That is the one thing I wasn't sure how to do on here. But other than that, there's your looping background. And also, last thing you want to do is change your opacity down to about 10%. Hit enter, and that's it. We can take off the little marker here for the horizon. And with that simple trick, your looping background is good to go. So to me, it is way easier to do this in Final Cut. Obviously there's a time and place for After Effects. It has its place, but for doing simple little stuff like this, Final Cut works great. So if you enjoyed this video any, or it helped you out, I'd really appreciate it if you gave this a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.